everybody. At Woodburn Accountants and Advisors, we are here to help you solve your business pain points in China. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at 2022 in review and what's happening in 2023. So I suppose the first question really to be asking is, what are the most important regulatory changes in China that occurred in 2022, in my point of view? Now, the negative list for foreign investment access and the negative list for foreign investment in pilot-free trade zones, these two negative lists enumerate the industries where foreign investment will either be prohibited or restricted. The national negative list and the free trade zone negative list were shortened to 31 and 27 items, respectively. Both the lists widen the opening of the automobile manufacturing and the radio and TV device manufacturing sectors. The tariff adjustment plan, which determined import and export tariffs of selected goods. In 2022, China imposed interim import tax rates on 954 commodities, previously subject to the default most favored nation tariffs that are higher. Among the items included were anti-cancer drugs and medical products, aquatic products, sports equipment, high-efficiency auto parts, materials for environmental restoration, and manufacturing components and raw materials. The third regulation, I would say, is measures for the safety of food for import and export, which covers requirements on food exports to China, including overseas facilities registration, record filings by importers and exporters, quarantine and inspection, and product labeling, among other procedures that have to be implemented. The next question I want to review is, how has China's legal framework changed in the past 3 years? What are the top 3 things that companies in China should be mindful about? Now, in the past 3 years, the Chinese government has clamped down on antitrust violations. They've banned private tuition groups. They've reined in property developers' debt binge and imposed data processing rules, as well as a supervision system for cross-border data flow. The most important pieces of legislation have been the anti-monopoly law, which imposes rules to prohibit unfair competition online and abuses of market dominance, the data security law, and the personal information protection law. The current legal framework for data regulation needs further clarifications regarding data classification, data transactions, cybersecurity, and data security review processes, among others. For foreign investors, data accessibility issues may continue until regulations and rules are finalized. Nevertheless, China has begun cracking down on personal data violations and abuses. Authorities have also strengthened the supervision of advertising in key areas and focused on regulating activities such as misleading consumers by low-quality products, failing to review the market access qualifications of sold products, and failing to urge merchants to recall defective consumer goods. Companies should be extremely vigilant on these previously mentioned areas, specifically on the cross-border transfer of data. The last question I want to review is, what's the most buzzing topic in China's legal regulatory field this year? What changes, trends are you watching closely? So factors such as COVID-19, citywide lockdowns, and the conflict in Ukraine have diminished economic momentum in China and definitely diminished opportunities for business. It's clear that the government's regulatory campaign has shifted away from the growth above all mentality seen in previous years. The zero COVID policy in China, the supply chain interruptions, and the stricter regulations have forced foreign companies to reconsider further investments in the country. Many are looking to move or diversify their production lines to friendlier shores like Vietnam. Though companies remain interested in the vast Chinese market, they are reconsidering the supply chain and logistics. Foreign investment in China's tech companies has gotten more complicated. For international corporations, accessing corporate data from China can become more difficult in the near term. Foreign companies running platforms or apps in China must be more vigilant when collecting and using personal information, and a tighter regulatory environment. Over the last few years, the economic slowdown caused by COVID and a string of unexpected regulatory moves from policymakers contributed to a more challenging business environment and overall impacted market optimism. The most buzzing word rather than topic for 2023, in my opinion, is uncertainty. China has suddenly removed the zero COVID policy, and the rules and regulations for mobility of people has completely changed. On one side, this brings hope, optimism, and a crazy increase in travel opportunities in China and from abroad. However, there is always in the back of my mind this what if scenario that does make people hesitant. Who knows what 2023 will bring for China, but I'm definitely looking forward to being on the front line. I'm still keeping up my positivity and my optimism to see things change and turn around. I foresee this still to be quite a turbulent year in terms of getting getting stable and having stability in the market. There will be a surge in COVID cases. It is predicted that there will be 4 peaks where the COVID virus will be infecting people. It is expected that the first half of this year will be tricky. Come the second half of the year, we will see more stability. And let's hope that in 2024, there can be a huge kickoff. I hope this video has helped. And if you've got any questions or you want to discuss your China pain points, then please do reach out to us. I will be providing our calendar link. You can sign up for a free 15-minute call where we will discuss your pain points and see if we at Woodburn Accountants and Advisors can help you. If you enjoyed today's video, please press the like button. This will help us get more views. And definitely subscribe if you want to get updated on a daily basis to what we do. If you want to learn more about what we do and what I do, head on over to woodburnglobal.com. You can find all of our resources and information there. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care and goodbye.